Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Tammy.
And I'm Bridget. Today, we welcome you to Life Lessons Unfiltered. Because today's topic is, does sex get better as you get older? Let's ask Robin. Let's ask Robin. Does sex get better as you get older? Because, we're a woman of a certain age, and we have been practicing for a very long time.
That's a nice way to put it.
We've been practicing for a very long time. Look at us. Yeah. Does it get better as you get older? That's a good question, because since we are older, we can basically tell you, or I can tell you, let me talk for myself. I can tell you yes. Yes. And there's a couple of reasons why I say yes, guys. I say yes simply because you get more confident. Because when you're younger, you're like a little intimate. Well, I wasn't.
What millennials you talking about?
Because the question is, does it get better as you get older? And I think for me, it's better because you learn how to be comfortable with your own body.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And before it was, I don't know.
I remember turn the lights out. You know
the part where I was just about to say that. So you're absolutely correct. It's like if the light's not down low or almost turned all the way, the light.
Let me leave my shirt on. They don't need to come on.
Let me feel for you in the dark. I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then as you get older, have you ever been where lights were on and you knew it was on, but you didn't get up and turn it off anyway? Have you?
When you just get grown,
let me talk to myself.
at some point we just got grown. Like,
No,
I
but
don't give a damn.
No, but I think it's being comfortable with your own self, with your own body, and even being seen as in, because I don't think that we're all of a perfect structure. I look to myself and I'm like, gosh, I could fix this or fix that. Someone be like, fix what, babe? Cut it out, right? But we see our own flaws and be like, were the lights on? Did he see that?
Right. No, that's true. Because when you become comfortable with your own body, or then you just don't care. It's like, let's do this, right?
I have another question. If I could just answer to say, does sex get better as you get older? You could get older, but what if it's not the same person? Now that will change things.
Yeah.
That will change things.
Yeah.
So
no, because sex is what you make it.
But you're not such
I think as a younger person,
you don't know what to expect.
Intimidated,
in the beginning,
and then we're also fearful that we might get pregnant.
Well,
so you want to be cautious, and some people do the pull-out method, and to avoid getting pregnant. So you may not be experiencing the full
good sex,
intimacy, because the fullness of sex.
Because you're
and you just don't know what you're doing.
What is there to do?
I mean, because by the time, but by the time when you're younger, by the time you try to figure out what this feeling is I'm supposed to be feeling, he already don't felt the feeling and he's gone.
And it's
at that age, you know what I mean? He's concerned about you having a good time
when you're younger. Sorry for cutting in, but when you're younger, I think it's about self-awareness. A lot of us are not self-aware. We don't know what we want in sex, and
or what we should have in sex.
Or you don't know how to ask or guide your partner to say, like this. Oh, it's too hard, too soft. Like, what's the cold word? What's the cold word? And then we'll go like tap out.
Yeah, as a young person, it was just about bang, bang, bang.
And as a young person, you're getting banged, your head is getting banged, you say nothing, you have a headache tomorrow, like,
and you're thinking that's a good stuff.
Exactly. You think it's good, but it's not.
The sound effects did it.
You wake up tomorrow and you're not.
And so when you get older, you're able to say, like, oh, babe, too hot, a little light. You're able to like communicate because now you're not concerned about, are you stopping the other person's flow, I suppose. Like, so I think it overall has to do with being comfortable, period, with speaking, communicating, even in the act of making love or having sex, be like, oh, could you, because some men might think it's great. And it's like softer. And how do you say that when he's having a good time? Or maybe he think he's having a good time. And you just pretend you're having a good time so he can have a good time.
So he can just stop this shit.
No, pretending in this day and age.
That's what happens when you get older, because when you're younger,
you just pretend.
You pretend like, oh my God, it's so
You
crazy.
pretend because you may not really know.
Because you don't know. You don't know. You only heard, girl, he banged my brains out last night. Okay.
When you get older, it shifts. It changes.
Well, because you can't. Good sex isn't until you have a good relationship. Let's start there. You can't pick up with somebody and think you're gonna have a great relationship. Great sex, because it's a mind as well as physical.
I agree with that.
When you really love somebody, it's just different.
So it's about being comfortable with yourself and also about being comfortable with your partner.
Correct.
Which would create great sex. But since I asked the question, if you as you get older, could a younger person experience that?
Well, I think if she met someone that they really had that teenage love, maybe. If he's a mature teenager, but how young are we talking? Because I just think emotion plays a lot into your sexual relationships.
I think emotion and knowing yourself and having that conversation with your mate about sex. And when you're being intimate, I think that you should communicate it, because if something is uncomfortable, if something doesn't feel right, or it's not,
then when are you breaking up the flow? Because if that person is in an excitable phase, I watch maybe too many movies.
This is why, like the flow. This is why you have some people out here that don't ask the guy to put on a condom because they don't want to mess up the flow. You know what I mean? But we got to get beyond the flow.
We got to work this together, because we may not necessarily. I want to be delicate about what I said. We may not climax at the same time, but if one climax before the other person got to get theirs too. So don't be selfish. So you got to tell them what you want, maybe how you want it, and then proceed.
That sounds like a whole lecture. That doesn't happen, Robert.
But it should happen. It should happen.
It happens. Well, in my life.
As you got older, but it is harder, I would say, for younger people to be that assertive when it comes to sex. Only because, maybe not this generation.
I don't think this generation. I think this generation is talking.
Yes, I believe so too. Because in our age, when we grew up, our parents really didn't talk to us about sex. But these young kids, they grow up with nothing but sex all around them. So they don't have a problem talking about sex. They just talking about the wrong damn things. Or they're not talking about sex at all.
Right.
Other than to have it.
And they're just doing it just to do that. And so while you were talking, I got so many questions. Another thought came to my mind. Let me ask you another question. The other question that came to my mind, seriously, as you get older, when you're younger and say your partner want to do something you really didn't approve of, but you did it anyway because you're too uncomfortable to say no, whatever that might be. But as you get older, are you able to explore having even better sex by engaging in something you probably wouldn't have done when you were younger? That could be anything.
Yes.
That could be anything.
I would say yes, but that's a whole different topic. Because like you can do certain things. If I believe that if you are with the person that you love and this person turn you on and it's that kind of night, any goddamn thing.
And he said, baby,
you know what I mean? He ain't even gotta say baby. It just got to be but when you young. When you're younger, the guy is not putting that much energy to get you there to possibly do something that you wouldn't normally do. Does that make sense?
While you were saying, I was thinking that the guys normally don't put any energy so long as they get as soon as they get you there, it's a wrap. The energy was before they got you.
And when you're younger, yes, that's what I'm saying.
When you're
so
younger,
when you're older, you know,
it shifts. It changes.
Right, and someone can talk.
Get that baby on.
Didn't say stop this shit.
All right.
You know what they're doing. Don't look so mean. But right, that's where communication comes in, and
That's
everybody
true.
don't know how to communicate. That's an art in itself, honestly.
And especially when it comes to intimacy.
And a guy that, you know, when you're younger, this guy, you know, you've been looking at him in his hallway for months and months. He's so fine. You definitely don't want to say no. My way I never said no, and I never said yes. I just didn't say shit. So they was like, all right, come on, it's time to take you home. Yeah, because by the time I don't finish bullshitting you,
It's not happening.
It ain't happening. So just come on, let's just go. And that's kind of how I avoid it, because you don't want to say no to this fine guy, but you know you don't want to say yes either.
So the question is, actually, we have a consensus that it is better when you get older, because now, like you said, we're able to communicate and nudge here, left or right, what you actually want, and we are also comfortable with our bodies and comfortable getting to a point where we can say yes, no, left, right, you know, slow, faster. And
I ain't doing that.
and keeping the lights on. That was a big thing for me. I remember when I saw the lights, and I got spotlights. and they were dimmers, and it was all the way up. I said, God damn, I don't got comfortable with myself.
It's scary. It's scary. But I would definitely
But it's beautiful.
I would definitely say sex is better.
Yes.
When you're older, because you know you're more confident, and you know you able to, like you said.
Some older women are probably disagreeing with you right now, talking about, girl, when I was younger, girl, I was doing backflips.
Well,
I'm not bad.
a baby at 14 too. You know, I'm sorry. No, I wasn't that advanced. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Could be some young.
It could very well be, but I think for the most part, once we become more familiar with ourselves, become comfortable with ourselves, and we are able to say what we want because we better understand, then I think as you get older, I think it's more gratifying. Let me put it that way.
Gratifying.
That's a good word to use.
Gratifying. But
right.
Gratifying sounds close to gratitude, but gratifying sounds very explicit in my mind. Is that what you mean? We want to get a dictionary.
Should we put on Google again?
Does gratifying mean explicit or gratitude?
Gratifying means it feels great.
Gratifying means
it's satisfaction.
It's a mental thing that it's an emotional thing that I'm getting. It's a physical thing that I'm getting.
Right.
So
it feels great.
It's good.
I never use that word, and I'm gonna use that word from now on.
They said we use it 5 times as yours.
I use that word with food.
Yes, you did say it.
This chicken was gratifying. That's on the way up my mouth.
It was decadent.
No, she knows.
Okay, we are getting off the topic.
That is too much big words for me in one topic. Dedicating and gratifying. I'm like,
decadent.
oh Lord,
She said, girl, you know my teeth.
No.
Right?
No, baby, this D is gratifying.
Yeah, see, didn't it sound
This
good?
D is decating. What's it mean? Decating.
Decadent. You say
sorry.
it.
This D is decating.
It's decadent.
You gotta stand up for me. I gotta Google it. Wow.
Ask them how to pronounce it. Google will do that for you too.
Yes.
Baby.
So you can rehearse it. But it's like, this D is gratifying.
Gratifying.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna use that there later.
And see, you can only talk about gratification when you get this age.
I want to be gratified. So guys, hurry up and speed it up and get older and get experience like us where you're able to be gratified and dedicated to sexual situations. Yeah. I learned 2 big words tonight. But to have the best sexual experience of my life. Next time I come back, I'll tell you all about my dedication.
Next time, whisper in his ear. This is dedicated.
What do you know?
Oh my God, I said dedicated.
Didn't it sound
She said dedicated. Okay, let's move on.
Like and subscribe to Life Lessons Unfiltered. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, all the street.
For the madness. This has been
Life Lessons
I can't even
Unfiltered.
get it out.
Life Lessons Unfiltered for another gratifying episode. Join us. Remember to like and subscribe
So that you can be gratified.
and dedicated.
We're going to